Alright, it's been a couple days. I decided not to stream yesterday. I just kind of wanted to chill and work on some stuff. Um, just a second. There, okay. Well, I guess as you can see, I have worked on some stuff. I've cleaned some things up a little bit. Namely a bunch of the ender flowers that were all over the place. I fixed up this tree farm. I actually kind of figured out a good way to fix it. I didn't actually need to make another woodcutter without infinity, I suppose, but I need two of them anyways. So I ended up making that second one before I figured out this trick where you can put the sapling down here, because even if it doesn't have infinity, it will still place a sapling if it's collected a sapling. I guess the infinity is really only crucial if you have something like silverwood trees, or I guess any trees that like barely ever give saplings. But especially with a Fortune 5, it's a very low chance. But if you place it down here, well, it only tries to place a sapling at this block, so this kind of removes the entire problem of trying to clear that space to put down a new sapling. And instead of having like particular saplings that I'm trying to swap in and out, which just wasn't ever really working, a lot of times the fertility bloom, even if it was placed by itself, could potentially grow the tree before the block breaker would actually break the sapling, and instead it would break the wood, and you just lose the sapling. But if I just hook up the emerald pipes directly to the drawer system instead, then it can just always feed itself. I should have had the foresight to maybe get a sound muffler, because that is very loud. I don't think I just have a... I do have a spare one. That's very nice, because that's fucking loud. There. Much better. So, just like before, well, I don't know if I even showed this off before terribly much, but I've got a block placer here, which gets saplings. Underneath it is a tally box. I think this could have also been done with a expanded redstone chest reader, but I used a tally box since that's what I already had made. The tally box, in fact, I will kind of go down here. It's got this, so it will let out a redstone signal if there are no saplings in here. I don't know why the fuck this baby zombie exists, because I turned this all into Mushroom Island, and he, like, just appeared. But I know if I try to kill him, that might... Well, it's probably not going to cause a lot of issues. Let's... Yeah. Good. Get fucked. Anyways. This tally box will only put out a redstone signal, which always puts out a redstone signal opposite to the block it's reading. A little bit annoying, but that's just how it is. So when this is empty, or when this does not have saplings in it, this repeater will turn on, activating those two redstone engines there. But on the other side is a couple of redstone torches, mostly just to bring the signal up. I can't actually place a block here, by the way, because this redstone clock will, like, interact with the block extender, and basically the block placer will never be in an off state, so it just stops placing saplings. It's a little dumb. But the redstone torches are kind of just to bring the signal up. So there's like another one below this, and I've got one there. Because as long as you put a redstone signal into a clock with a repeater, then it turns the clock off. And we only want the clock to run when there's a sapling in here. So when there's no saplings in there, the tally box does not output a signal, and the torches basically turn off, and so the clock runs. Or I can flick this lever to just turn the system off if I want. But on the other side, if the redstone turns on, then it will turn on for these 2 emerald pipes. And I have to use 2 because there's 16 different saplings, and you can only filter 9 things in here. So I filter 8 of each in each of these, and I put them on the round robin mode. These pipes are, of course, special because they will only extract items, at least when they're on round robin mode. I can't fucking talk. It won't, like, if it takes out a Kuro sapling, the next time it will take out the Carmere, and the next time it'll take out the Kijani. And I'm activating both of these, so, like, I mean, if we watch it for a bit, you'll see it's got, like, 1 sapling in there. Basically, every time this empties, the redstone signal is on. Well, the redstone signal is going to be on long enough until this gets saplings in it again. I wouldn't necessarily have to use the block extenders. I could use, like, a chest here and then just, like, a pipe here. But this just kind of makes it instantaneous. I'm pretty sure it would still work even if I had, like, pipes or whatever. This part, I would need the drawer controller, like, down there. Basically, I would just have to move the pipes around in a different way if I did not have block extenders. But, yeah, or you could use those, whatever the hell they're called, that are basically almost exactly like this, except wireless, from Thaumic Tinker. I can't remember what the fuck they're called. Yeah. Or I think even, like, a red string from Botania. I've never really used it, but I think that's kind of what that shit does. I don't need these things. I have no idea why die trees cut with a woodcutter sometimes just randomly output Argia things, regardless of what type of tree. So I have the Ender collector there that's got a filter on it, and it will collect I actually need to probably put on the different wood types and the rainbow saplings. That's why I had that fucking rainbow sapling in my inventory. But it does do most of the cleanup just getting the Argia stuff. The sapling, berries, and the dye, and the apples I've got on there. So yeah, that's actually a really easy way of doing this. Now, of course, it'll just, cycle through one by one. If you are using, like, a lot of one particular type of berry, it is going to take a little bit for that one to kind of refill. I mean, not terribly long, because the berry output from a single tree is kind of insane. But still, when I'm making, like, this Luma dust, for example, which I need, like, 3 stacks of blue and 1 stack of, well, I need 3 to 1 blue to black. So I'm using a lot of blue and some black to make that Luma dust with this little guy. I know there would be a way to make a dye tree system that only makes that only farms the trees you actually, like, need the most berries for. I know it's doable, but it would be really complicated, and you would need a lot more setup, and I don't really think it's worth it. I think if you want to farm a particular type of dye tree for, well, probably this, then, like, I could literally just, break out the sapling here, place a dirt block, and then place the sapling on what to farm, and it's still just going to loop that one sapling. But as for farming all of them, I think this is actually very good, because this could be set up quite early game as well. Because, yeah, this is just block breakers. If I was to go with the chest reader instead, well, first off, I'd have to figure out exactly how they work, because I've never used a chest reader. Talking about this thing, by the way, which, I don't know, searching through Discord, apparently this is, like, something that you can check items for in inventories. For whatever reason, these are not, like, directly compatible with regular comparators. Like, the vanilla comparators can't read these. That seems a little dumb to me, but I guess if they're meant to be used with this, then, like, maybe that's okay. But that's why I use the tally box, frankly. So yeah, I also added like maximum upgrades on all of these, so I get 80 stacks of berries stored up at any time. I also took all the other drawers and just made a new 2x2, even though I never really need lighted logs. If I want to farm these shimmering saplings, I'll probably just put a shimmering sapling, holy shit. A shimmering sapling in both of these filters, and it would cycle through and, you know, plant 2 shimmering saplings every, you know, full color cycle. Then that's literally just if I want more glowstone dust. Now anyways, onto this and some of the items in my inventory and what I had searched here. So I tried a lot. I tried several more times to go to the dimension to try to find a puzzle, and just crash after crash after crash after crash. It's not going to happen. And I kind of looked into it a bit on like a test world, and there's just kind of too much good stuff that's locked behind completing one puzzle. You get progress for completing one puzzle or completing all of them. Which, of course, if you complete all of them, then, like, you pretty much unlock everything in the mod. I mean, aside from some of the earlier, like, optional stuff, such as the data towers and whatever. But completing the dimension gives you access to things like double crafting output ability, or the mineral excavator, or whatever the fuck it's called. The totally not a mechanism digital miner machine that runs off magic and also harvests Chromaticraft stuff. You can only get that if you complete the dimension and then explore several different far region biomes, which highly depends on not crashing. So if I didn't complete a puzzle, I gave myself the progress. I just used the command. I'm not going to show you what the command is. Well, I mean, I've shown the chroma, like, you know, you do that, you get that. Yeah, I think it'd be a little far for me to just show exactly what entry you have to use, considering you can find them on the GitHub. But anyways, yeah, I just gave myself the progress for it. So I have a couple extra things I can make, including the energy focal point now. I know I already had this unlocked, but it was the lumen core, the radiant gem, and it was this luma dust. I also gave myself 1 luma dust, because I can create more of it using this transmutation flame, which is what I've done. I mean, I'm gonna have to make a lot more than that, probably. I don't think I'm going to be turbocharging every single pylon, but to continue with progress, I do have to turbocharge at least 1. And also, as I said, I looked into some of the progress stuff. I'm like 99% certain that turbocharge repeaters are simply just locked behind turbocharging a pylon, and I would not need to complete the dimension. I think I should also... I don't know if I have to complete the dimension for it or not, but I might be able to obtain the location warp ability, which is the super amazing ability that I know I know it shows up in this group, so that's why I think I can get it. I don't know if I have to do turbocharging or not first, but I think I can get it. It's the ability that basically lets you set like waypoints and just teleport to them at will. It would be pretty fantastic if I could get that. But anyways, yeah. So, well, I guess as I shown, like I've got 11 pages still, and no more are uncovering, so I don't have it yet. And I have to turbocharge a pylon. Well, I got some things ready, and I have all the crafting ingredients here to make 21 radiant gems. 20 are for the lumen core, and then I need an extra one for something else I'm going to show as this is crafting, because this is... I don't know how long this is going to take, but hopefully not too long. I have, in a previous world, I don't know, several months ago, previously, this was actually on the older version. This is how I know that things on the older version do eventually work, if you can get through some of the crashes that I guess I just wasn't going to put up with this time. I did, on that world, complete the dimension, turbocharge all of my pylons, got all the repeaters upgraded, and pretty much absolutely everything endgame done. I think I even made the mineral extractor. So I do hate the fact that I had to cheat that, but it's not like I, don't know that I could do it if it didn't fucking crash. But anyways, something else I made. Well, I guess a couple things I've made. First off, aspect former, aspect jar. This allows you to just make any fucking aspects you want out of lumens, just like the item fabricator. Well, I mean, similar to it. Let's say, for example, what was I lacking in here? Let's say I want some vitreous, so I'm gonna just type the V key, and you can keep pressing V until you get to vitreous, which was that. Thankfully, the back button takes you back to the previous one you saw. Then I can click that, and yeah, we're gonna get vitreous there. Now, one thing I'm not sure of is if these jars can hold I don't know if these jars can hold all the different types of essentia, or only 16 types. Because if you go by what's kind of rendered in there, it looks like it would probably only take 16 types. Which, I guess for the... basically for reference, these will hold 6,000 of the 6 primal aspect types, and 500 of all the others. Which, unless you're doing, like, really high-level runic shielding, is pretty much more than enough you would need for anything with infusion crafting in Thaumcraft. Now, I don't have an infusion altar built yet. I got these aspects specifically because I would like to make a crystal wand. But upon making this, I found out that I guess the aspect jar on its own, for some reason, can't actually be used with the infusion altar directly. I think this was actually like a bug for the longest time. And although it isn't... There's like vague reference that where is the aspect jar? We're gonna read this. However, storing essentia in this way seems to have broken the ability of some of your devices to draw from a distance. Fortunately, things that use tubes or their replacements, such as essentia relays, do still work. Perhaps you'll find a way to restore full functionality later. That's the only goddamn reference you have that you would ever be able to do the thing that you can do with this. I only stumbled across it because I was just searching through the Discord. But apparently if you use a radiant gem on an aspect jar, it gets the ability to be used with the infusion altar, which is why I'm making 21 of them. 20 of these are going to be for a lumen core, and the one is just for the aspect jar. So, yeah. At least now I can make the core. Oh yeah, and these things take even more iridescent shards, so if you're turbocharging all of your stuff, that 96 stacks of purification powder you needed to make all of the power crystals, you need even more of it, because you need 2 iridescent crystal chunks to make 1 radiant gem, and you need 20 radiant gems to make the lumen core. And then when you're making this, you need an extra one. Hello there. So yeah, you need insane amounts of iridescent. Well, you need insane amounts of purification crystal purification powder. I think this is also the first recipe where you actually have the fucking Luma beans. Because I know that they are also used in the repeater turbocharge recipe. That is not where I wanted it to go. We're going to fill these up. Oh, fun, rain. And I need 4 more purification powder. I have this other stuff in here just to make the energy focal points. Now, it does make 9, but that's the amount of focal points you need to actually turbocharge a pylon. Where is it going to be? Pylon enhancement ring. So yeah, you need 8 of these focal points are on the outside, and then you also need 1 right in the middle there. So you need 9 of them. Yeah, we got that. There's no way in hell I was memorizing that recipe. Boosted shards, luminite, the crystal chunk, the beans, we need some crystal stone. Those are going to be for later. Glowstone. And this might have some... Oh, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, fuck, crash. Okay. See me. I guess that makes sense to use a lot of colors at once, so... Oh, god damn it. Son of a bitch. I'm reloading. It's probably going to be 6 or so minutes. Alright, that wasn't too bad, I don't think. Well, it's always got to be a little bit stupid. Come on. Alright, come on now. I want to give it a little bit of a chance before I possibly make it crash again. Hopefully it won't happen twice in a row. There we go. I think it might be lagging a little bit. Maybe? Come on. Something. I'm actually surprised that with the Lumen Tree it crashed at all. I guess it is actually pulling from the pylons, it looks like. But it also seems like there might be some lag. Oh! Stuff's happening. energy focal points. I'm going to need some of these. And I certainly don't think I'm going to turbocharge all of the pylons. I'm probably only going to do this one. Unless I feel the need for it later, I guess. But the one I am gonna do is gonna be Ruskea, because I feel like that's the one I probably do need the most. Just because how much of it you used for, well, duplicating any of the like resources that you actually use, like diamonds or emeralds or different types of ores. So yeah, we're gonna head right on over there real quick. I know I could get the glider out, but we're already, like, basically there. And it is really important to remove the closest repeater, or you're going to have a lot of, well, you're going to have a bad time. So, let's see. I want to clear a little bit of this. It's very convenient also that this is, like, not only is this the closest pylon, but there's just a lot of space around it. Well, it's not the closest pylon, but it's very close. Okay, that might be good. Also, something I found out that I don't think I actually knew, although perhaps I could have figured it out if I even thought to look. I mean, granted, I have been playing this since version 9, so I'm not exactly always looking at the old entries anymore. But I think growing dye trees near a pylon, obviously of the same color, will slightly increase its lumen regen rate. Obviously that's something that you would probably only do, you know, before power crystals, but still, I suppose that's kind of useful to know. You could, the only case I can think of where, like, you need more lumens than, you have available right away is actually making your first set of power crystals, because making 8 power crystals takes more Kuro energy than what the pylon actually has at once, so you have to, like, wait for it to recharge. But I mean, aside from that, really just make power crystals. Let's see here. I want this. That is how many blocks away? I think there's 3 there. Oh, and also, I really wish I clicked the save button. Uh-huh. So, because of where this is, they're all going to be a block higher. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So we do this, this, and this. And of course they're going to start growing crystals around the bases of these. And yeah, you know it works if you're starting to get the ring here. And you put one more in the center. And we've got that repeater taken down, so everything is now safe. And even better, it's now night, so this is going to be extra spectacular. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean by that? Do I need to get rid of this? Or do I need to suddenly, like, go around and harvest all the crystals? What the fuck? Maybe I have to reread the page. I mean, there is absolutely no reason why these little crystal shards should be causing any issues. At least I sure wouldn't fucking think so. Excuse me. Does it, like, not like the crystal stone I have them on? Makes no sense. Those are all at the level you would expect them to be at. Why on earth this would matter? These crystals are almost growing faster than I would be able to remove them anyways. Alright, what's the fucking deal? Oh, come on. got? Time of day would not make a difference, because I know I've done this at night before. He said it should not make a difference. It's certainly a lot nicer to look at night. Need them on like a block in the center, do I? That wouldn't make any fucking sense. This is so stupid. Can't even drain anything off it because I'm full. Even still, it has power crystals and it would just regenerate like way too fast. Really makes no sense. I swear to God, if this just suddenly requires some new thing that I don't fucking have and the book doesn't fucking mention because he doesn't update his goddamn entries. Oh, cool. Guess I gotta... trying to see if there's crystal stone underneath this, which doesn't appear, so I don't know why that would even matter, but who fucking knows at this point. fucking second. First off, I want to put these back in here. Even though I'm sure that's gonna, well, yeah, it's gonna drain from the tree, but that won't matter. Where the hell did I put the compass? Did I put it in here? No, I did not. It's not up here. So I thought I wouldn't need it anymore, but it's gonna help me check something. Hoping that that's going to drain a whole bunch of that, so it's going to stop making crystals. Maybe. Still not even so sure that this is what's causing the issues. There is no fucking reason why this shouldn't work. Oh, that's interesting. But no, there is nothing fucking here. I love when I try to do anything in this mod and it just does not work for absolutely no, like, no discernible reason. Holy Jesus fuck. Fuck. I don't even think this is the fucking answer, but there isn't really anything else I can do. Interesting.